In this video, I want to give you just a sample of what my training programs are and my teaching philosophy. My goal is to take the mystery out of being the best presenter or persuader in the entire room. And I'll show you how I can do that. The first thing is you have to know what your goals are, and there are three of them. You have to captivate your audience, you have to educate them, and you have to motivate them to reach the decision you want them to reach. You can't just spew forth a bunch of information, hope they can process it, and arrive at the decision you want. So let me show you how you can reach those goals just very briefly. The first is I came up with this acronym WIN, and that stands for what is the need of the audience. Because the truth is your presentation is not about you, it's about them. You need to find out, what does your audience need? What questions do they have to have answered for them to decide in your favor? And if you don't find out what their needs are, you're never going to win. And most people make the mistake of thinking the presentation is about them and not the needs of the audience. So after win, you also need to have a bottom line message. That is one sentence that best summarizes what you're trying to prove. And it takes a lot of work to do that, and I'll show you how to do that. But you just can't go down a road and hope that you'll get to your destination if you don't have a bottom line message. And then another thing you need to do is you have to start strong. Those first 30 seconds are so important because your audience is making a snap decision in those 30 seconds on whether they like you and what you're presenting. I love this image of a lightning bolt because it reminds you to start strong, and you'll remember this a week from now or a month from now, that you need to start strong because of this lightning bolt image. All right, let me tell you a little bit about my teaching philosophy. I'm going to bring to you the science about how people make decisions, but we're not going to get lost in the details. I'm going to show you concrete tools that you can use in your next presentation based on this science. Finally, I'm going to also show you some simple tricks. One is, if you've been given 30 minutes to speak, give some time back to your audience. Just speak for 25 minutes. That gift of time will go a long way towards getting you to be loved by the audience and getting them to arrive at the decision you want. So give them the gift of time. I'm also going to motivate you. Let's don't get stuck on what I call the okay plateau of just being average. Be the best you can be at persuasion and presentation. You have to do three things to do that. You have to have a goal. You have to have deliberate effort to reach that goal by practice. And finally, you have to constantly get feedback. And if you do those three things, you won't be stuck on the okay plateau, but you can reach for the mountains. My slides are memorable. There are no bullet points. There's very little text. It's one strong image. I have interactive exercises, and also I have video clips so we can learn from video, which is very interesting, how you can be the best presenter or persuader in the entire room. And then finally, I use very memorable examples to teach these lessons. And here's one of them. I really believe that less is more. It is so important. So I use the example in my training of Ernest Hemingway. He was in a bar one evening, and his friends were there, and they challenged him to write a story in 6 words or less. And this is what he came up with. Doesn't that story grab your attention in only 6 words? I mean, what happened to the baby? And then why would the parents put the shoes up for sale? I look forward to seeing you in my next class so that I can take the mystery away from how to be the best presenter or persuader in the entire room.